Good morning, guys. We're going to go ahead and go into scale factors as well. Okay, it kind of goes along with the scale drawings. Okay, so scale factor. Go ahead and pause. Sorry, so you can copy down the notes. Make sure you leave yourself room over here for the work that we're going to do, and of course, space down here for the work we're going to do. Okay, so go ahead and press pause, and then come back when you're ready. All right. So scale factor, like I was saying, scale factor is pretty much the number that we use to multiply the lengths of any figure that is given to us to either enlarge it or to reduce it. So in other words, to make it bigger or to make it smaller, okay? And it's going to create a similar image, all right? So a scale factor that is greater than 1 obviously enlarges the object, okay? And if you have a scale factor less than 1, so anything that's a fraction or a decimal, will shrink the object, okay? We're going to be shrinking it. So there's two ways to find the scale factor. One is if they're giving you figures, okay? If they give you these and they want to know what's the scale factor that these have been either enlarged or reduced by, okay? The other one is going to be with actual scales, okay, that we just did on the scale drawings. Okay, so two ways. I'll show you the first way. All right, so here we have the original picture, and then we have the new picture. So you can tell right here that I went from a small to a large. So it's going to be an enlargement, okay? It is going to be an enlargement, all right? So I already know that my scale factor is going to be greater than 1, okay? So this is how we set up our scale factor. I'll do it in purple, okay? So to get the scale factor, this is how you set it up. The top number is your new figure. The bottom one is the original. And then you just simplify that fraction, okay? That's all you have to do. So let's plug in the numbers here, okay? You can pick any side you want. You're going to get the exact same scale factor, and I'll prove it to you in this first example, okay? So let's say I want the 4, okay? So I'm going to choose the 4. He is my new, okay? So he's going to go on top. And I need to figure out, well, which one over here corresponds with the 4? Who belongs with the 4? The 2. They're each other's buddy, okay? So I took the 2, made it bigger to a 4, okay? That's why I'm picking those 2. So the 2 is my original number. It goes right here. Now we simplify it. Now, I know this is improper, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead. You can reduce the fraction if you want to, or you can go ahead and divide. I don't mind dividing 4 by 2 because it's small, easy numbers. But if they were bigger, I would definitely try to reduce the fraction first before I divide. But here, I do know that 4 divided by 2, if you do the math, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we have a scale factor of 2. That means I increased it by 2. I multiplied 2 by 2 to get 4, right? That's what I did from here. Multiplied 2 by 2, and I got 4, okay? That's what we did to get to that number. Now, scale factor, you'll get the same answer if you do the 8 and the 4. Watch, okay? So I'm going to do the other numbers. I'm going to do the 8, which corresponds with the 4, okay? And I will do pink for this one, okay? So remember, new goes on top, so my 8 goes on top. The original is the 4, that goes on the bottom. And just like before, I don't mind dividing 8 by 4. So 8 divided by 4 is, again, 2, okay? So I multiplied 4 times 2, and that's how it got me 8. And that's why it's going to be the same thing, because you remember, whatever you do to one side, you do the exact same thing to the other. And in these scenarios, I multiplied them both by 2 to get the brand new form, okay? So that's how you find the scale factor of two figures, all right? So let's look at this one. The original one is huge, and the second one is smaller. So right here, I can already tell that it is a reduction. My answer has to be less than 1. So it's not going to be a pretty whole number. It is going to be a fraction, okay? Let me go ahead and separate this so there's no confusion. So just like that, boom. Okay. So let's do this again. Remember, to find the scale factor, we do new over original. Okay, so let's figure out the numbers you want. So I'm looking at the new number. Do I want to deal with the 1 or the 2? Of course, everybody wants to deal with the 1. Okay, did I guess it right? So my new number is 1. The number that we did something to make the 1 is the 2. Okay, I did something to the 2 to make a 1. So the original is a 2. And you have it. It's 1/2. Okay, so the scale factor here, you can write it as the scale factor is 1/2 or the scale factor is 5/10. Either one. Usually you'll see it left as a fraction. It's 1/2. Okay. You want to check the other one? Okay, the other one is 2 and 4. So if I get the other 2, the new amount is 2. Original amount is 4. I can definitely reduce this down, can I, guys? I can divide them both by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And look, we get the same scale factor. Okay, so in other words, I multiplied 4 by 1/2 and I got 2. I multiplied 2 times 1/2 and I got 1. That's what we did. Okay, that's how you find the scale factor on figures. Now, find the scale factor on the actual scale of a map or a model or blueprints or anything like that is a little bit different. Okay, so let me show you here. To find the scale factor of a scale, you need to first write the ratio that they gave you. So just like before, you remember the 1 inch equals 300 miles? We're going to write that down, okay? Then you have to convert them into the exact same units, okay? Convert them into the smaller of the 2 units. So if I gave you the example of inches to miles, I need to convert the miles all the way down to inches, okay? And then we simplify the fraction. And that's it. We keep it as a fraction, okay? And of course, take away the units. So let me show you how that works, okay? So here's my first example. I have 1 inch, I'm gonna write it here, to 6 feet, okay? I need to convert these into inches because inches is smaller than feet. So I definitely wanna be multiplying rather than dividing. I do not wanna go to dividing, okay? So my 1 inch is fine, but I need to convert this into inches as well, okay? So I have to think, how do I go from feet to inches? If you remember your conversion, I know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. I know that, okay? So I need to multiply 6 times 12. So since I have 6 feet, so I'm going to do 12 times 6 feet is 72. Okay, so 1 inch to 72 inches. And then I can't simplify 1 and 72. So your answer here is just going to be 1 over 72. Remember, we don't need the units. It just has a scale factor of 1 to 72. We went over. Okay. So again, converting your feet into inches, okay, or you're converting your bigger unit to your smaller unit, and then reduce the simplify the fraction and take off the units. That's it. Okay, let's do another one. Let's go into the metric system. All right. So here I have 4 centimeters. I'll do a different color. And 40 meters. Okay. I need to remember how to go from centimeters to meters, all right? If you were not taught this, I'm so sorry, but the way I learned how to go in the metric system, because the metric system is nice and easy, it's in base 10. So I did the little acronym, King Henry died, unfortunately, drinking chocolate milk, where each one stands for the units of the metric system. Kilo, hecto, deca, that's my unit. So liters, meters, and grams, deci, centi, and milli. Okay. So here, M is alone. So anytime you have in the metric system a letter by itself, it's the U. It's unit. It's just one. It's by itself, okay? Now I'm converting 40 meters into how many centimeters? So this is what we do. I'm going from the U to centi. I'm going from the U to the centi, the C. So I'm going to count. I went 1, 2 places to the right. So guess what I do over here? I go 1, 2 places to the right, add my zeros, 4,000 centimeters. Okay, and that's how easy it is to convert. All right. So keep the centimeters. I know now that 40 meters is 4,000, excuse me, centimeters. Okay. Now we simplify. I can definitely divide both of these by 4. Definitely. Okay. And 4 divided by 4 is 1. I'm going to put the answer down here. 1 centimeter. And 4,000 divided by 4 is 1,000 centimeters. And the last thing you have to do, drop the centimeters. And so your answer is 1 over 1,000. Okay. All right, so let's do this last one here. We have 3 inches to 10 feet. So just like before, go like this. There we go. So 3 inches and 10 feet. I need to convert that into inches, both of them. Now this one's already in inches, so we're good there. Now the second one, I know that, again, there are 12 inches per 1 foot. So all I have to do is multiply 12 times 10. And that gives me 120 inches. Last thing you have to do is simplify. So I can definitely divide these by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 120 divided by 3 is 40. And I can't go any further. I do not need the units anymore because I converted them already. And so the scale factor is a 1 to 40 scale factor, 1/40th. Okay, so it's a reduction. Okay, we get there? All right. So let me go ahead and put these here for you. I want you to press pause. Go ahead and find the scale factor of the figures and of the scale. Press play when you're ready to check your answers. All right, so let's see. You could have picked any set of numbers. Okay, so you remember the top number is going to be the new, bottom, original. So I'm going to pick, how about the smaller numbers? Okay, I'm going to pick the 18 and the 6. So new is the 18. That's my new figure. So that's always on top. And the original is 6. That goes on the bottom. I can do the division fine. So 18 divided by 6 is a scale factor of 3. Okay, I got to do. All right, let's try this one. I'm converting 4 inches and 12 feet. And I need to go ahead and change them into the exact same unit, which is going to be inches. I know that there are 12 inches per foot, and I do have 12. So 12 times 12. This should be the one you have memorized by now, 144. Okay. And then we need to simplify. I'm going to do by 2 because I know at least both of them are even. And once you have them converted into both inches, the units, we don't need them anymore. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 144 divided by 2, that is 72. Okay, I can go again. So I could have done it by 4. I was thinking I can probably do it by 4. I wasn't too sure. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 72 divided by 2 is 36. So 1 to 36. 1 over 36. 136. However you want to say it. Okay. Any questions there? Well, if you do, come to Google Meets. Okay. Go ahead and finish your assignment, and you'll have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.